I'm back, y'all. Today's video is going to be a continuation of my previous video where I talk about guys, I think we got love wrong. Today's video is going to be about how I think heartbreak is murder. I think you should be tried for murder if you break someone's heart. Let's get into it. So, recently, and I think actually in the previous video I talked about how I think, we've gotten some things wrong with our modern take on love. One thing that really gets to me, really bothers me at my core, is getting to know someone on a deep level and then having the rug ripped from under you. I just think that it's something that we've normalized, but I think it's so incredibly cruel, and not necessarily like, oh wow, how could that person do that? But it's a cruel experience to have. A common one, but a cruel one. And one that I honestly feel like we shouldn't normalize and we shouldn't have it. Excuse me. So, in today's modern day of dating, typically when you've gotten to know someone for a while, dated them for a while, whatever that looks like, anywhere between I don't know, 6 months and beyond, you might consider moving in with them and meshing your life with them and basically becoming one. And forgive me if some of this stuff was talked about in the last episode. I just really wanted to pinpoint this particular topic. But you really mesh with them, you take them in to the depths of you. Maybe you cook them dinner, their little likes, their dislikes. You're making them dinner, they're cleaning up, they're whatever. You've got this whole routine going and everything. And then you or the other person says, I'm just not feeling this anymore. And it's like, where does that even leave you? What do you even do with that? At that point, that person just I'm tripping over my words. At that point, that person just committed a murder. I feel it in my bones. Because this version of yourself, this life that you have created, this existence of self is just now gone. And it leaves you so bare and broken. And what do you even do with it? What do you even do with that? How do you truly, truly recover from that? When thinking about your way of loving someone and you've bared your soul, you've shown them so much about you, and vice versa. And it somehow wasn't enough, or it somehow was flawed. And I'm talking about your general person who is actually trying and a good person. I'm not talking about someone who low key is narcissistic or something like that. I'm not talking about that. But your average relationship where that's the case. It's like, what do you do with that? I personally believe that when you learn someone and you love someone and you take them into the depths of your being, I believe it hurts so much because it's not meant to be that you're supposed to part. I just think that that's such a cruel card that life deals you, that I'm not going to say there isn't something to be gained from it or something to learn from it, but it's like, but why? Also, why? And, who knows? Maybe it is one of those things where it's like, well, why do good people suffer? Like, why, like, why do bad things happen to good people? Like, maybe it's one of those type of things. But it just feels so, it just feels like really unnecessary. Like, not that like other things are necessary, but just that just feels like it's like, but why? I just don't think that you're meant to take someone in every way. And apart from that, my personal opinion, and I think I shared this in the last video, but I can't remember. My personal opinion is that from the beginning, there was a discrepancy with the idea of love. I think as a society, we've over-romanticized, we've over-romanticized love. And we forget that it's a choice, a decision to make. It requires sacrifice, and it can have aspects of it that aren't so pleasant, that don't make you feel it, but are you still going to show up for that person? That's the true test of love. And if you honestly can say, I don't know, or no, then you fundamentally don't have love. And I think this is where a lot of people get tripped up. A lot of us go into something based off of feelings and everything, and that is our kind of definition of love. And we suffer because of it. But I don't know. My heart goes out to anyone who might be going through this, because I don't know. It's crazy because I know it's so normalized, but it honestly makes me upset that people get hurt in that way. Cause it can be life altering, Especially nowadays when people are really like really connecting with people on like every level, like living together and all that kind of stuff. Getting a dog together. I might do a part 3 on this. I'm not sure, but yeah. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I don't think I have anything else. Bye.